You don't need a raise, you need a recovery. Don't get quiet tonight. Take a deep breath, smile. This is surgery, not a funeral. Most of you are not underpaid, you are leaking. Your problem is not the size of the check, it's the size of the holes in your habits. And if you hear me tonight, those holes will close and the flow will change in 30 days. Write this down. Money isn't only earned, it is managed. Increase is already in your life, but it is trapped behind mismanagement. You are praying for what your patterns are preventing. God will never give you what you pray for, only what you can manage. That's not an insult, that's protection. Heaven protects resources from bad managers. Money is attracted to management. You don't pursue money. Money pursues order. Let me confront you like a father. Many are living on miracles because they refuse to live by management. Miracles cancel management. Miracles are emergency interventions, not economic strategies. You can't fast your way around a budget. You can't rebuke what you refuse to record. Don't look back, the one behind you needed that. Stay with me. Tonight, I am issuing a 30-day recovery challenge. Not a feeling, a schedule. We will hunt down 10 hiding places where your money is locked up. We will pick up every crumb and we will recover cash flow you thought required a promotion. Write this down. Crumbs are not crumbs when they repeat. Jesus said, pick up every crumb. That's not religion, that's inventory control. Order first, overflow second. Here is the law of management. What you refuse to govern will leave your life. What you organize will increase in your life. Write this down, say it out loud if you must. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. A manager does not guess, a manager tracks. Your recovery is not mystical, it's mathematical. We will put a scoreboard on your month and make every dollar report for duty. Money is a terrible master, but a wonderful servant. It obeys structure. I'm going to be pastoral and prophetic at the same time. I love you too much to let you stay disorganized. God's will is not lack, it is stewardship. The kingdom is a government, and governments are in the business of management. When you submit your money to order, heaven can trust you with more. When you stop the leaks, you won't need a raise to breathe. You will need discipline to build. So write this last line for tonight's foundation. Recovery is stewardship, not luck. Over the next 30 days, we will diagnose the leaks, install a scoreboard, and collect the crumbs until waste becomes wealth. Don't get offended, get organized. Money is already at your house. It's just waiting for a manager. Now hear the core revelation. Heaven protects resources from bad managers. Write that down. Capacity before supply. Genesis says he didn't allow anything to grow because there was no man to work, manage the ground. Read that again in your spirit. He withheld growth, not out of cruelty, but out of care. God will never sponsor your disorder. He is too wise to fund what you refuse to govern. If your life is a bucket full of holes, it is mercy, not meanness, that keeps him from pouring. Don't get quiet. Smile. He's saving you from a flood of waste. Some of you have been praying for overflow while ignoring overflow in crumbs. You stepping over multiplication, disguised as loose change, as half-eaten food, as forgotten subscriptions, as late fees. You baptized with the word oops. That's not a demon. That's disorder. Write this down. Prayer is not a substitute for planning. Fasting cannot replace filing. Speaking in tongues won't balance your ledger. Miracles cancel management. And many of you don't look back. The one behind you have been using miracle dependence as laziness dressed in religion. God will make a way. He did. It's called a calendar, a budget, and a conscience. Luke 16 says, whoever is faithful with little will be faithful with much. Whoever is unjust with little will be unjust with much. Translation, heaven audits you at the level of the little. Every hidden dollar is a stewardship test. Every receipt is an exam paper. Recovery is repentance in action. New systems, not new slogans. Repentance is not tears, it is turning. Turning from guessing to tracking, from hoping to handling. From impulse to instruction. Write this down. God doesn't grow what you won't govern. He grows what you measure, manage, and master. Capacity is not a feeling. It is infrastructure. Your cup determines your pour. If your cup is unlabeled, unclean, and unstable, why should a loving father fill it? He will wait until you wash it, mark it, and place it on a steady shelf. That's not delay. That's developmental timing. So before we ask for more supply, we must expand capacity. How? By installing order, by proving trustworthiness at the level you already possess. Money is attracted to management. Resources migrate toward reliability. So here is our mindset for the recovery. We are not rescuing dollars. We are retraining a manager. We will start with a personal inventory. Everything must report. Accounts, bills, due dates, debts, pay cycles, pantry, purse, pockets, subscriptions, insurances. Bring it all to the table. We will not condemn. We will count. We will not guess. We will gather facts. One category at a time. We will recover what sloppiness kidnapped. Say it. Capacity before supply. Provision follows proven stewardship. When you become a trustworthy manager, heaven releases what it has been protecting from you. And in the next movement, I will show you exactly how to build that capacity with a scoreboard and an audit that turns conviction into cash flow in 30 days. Don't clap yet. Get ready to count. Write this down. What gets measured gets managed. A manager does not guess. A manager tracks. Your recovery begins with a scoreboard, not a speech. So tonight we install one, not tomorrow, tonight. Take out a notebook, a spreadsheet, a whiteboard, an app. I don't care what you use, but build a daily ledger with 4 lanes: income, fixed cost, variable spend, recoveries found. That's the field where we will play the next 30 days. Lane 1, income, every deposit, every paycheck, side job, refund. Date it, name it, enter it. Lane 2, fixed costs. These are the non-negotiables with due dates: rent or mortgage, utilities, insurance, minimum debt payments. Put the exact amount and the exact day it is due. If it's not dated, it's dangerous. Lane 3, variable spend. This is where your crumbs live: food, fuel, convenience, micro spending. Just this once, every coffee, every snack, every tap. Write this down. Because your money already wrote it down. The bank has a record. Stop pretending heaven doesn't. Lane 4, recoveries found. Any subscription you cancel, fee you reverse, bill you renegotiate, item you sell, meal you pack instead of buy, late fee avoided, log the amount as recovered cash. That lane is your testimony column. Now we add a container. Create a recovery envelope or a separate account labeled recovery. Touch your purse, your wallet, your phone. Say, report to the recovery. Every dollar you recover moves into that one place. Don't mix it with spending. Don't borrow from it. It is not your cousin. It is the scoreboard in a jar. You need to see the pile grow to retrain your brain to manage. Set the rules. No shame, no hiding, no excuses. If it isn't written, it didn't happen. No rounding, no guesstimates. Numbers don't have feelings. They testify. We are not punishing. We are prosecuting leaks. 5 minutes every night, you enter the day. 30 minutes every week, you review the week. Pick a fixed time. Managers live by cadence, not crisis. Define success properly, not feelings, numbers. By the end of week 1, you can tell me the cash flow you recovered in dollars. By the end of week 2, your recurring charges are lower and silent bills canceled. By the end of week 3, key payments and savings are automated and late fees are 0. By day 30, you have a 3 0-day entry streak, 4 weekly reviews completed, a visible recovery balance, and at least 2 installed habits: packing meals and scheduled bill pay. Write this down. Success is cash recovered plus habits installed. Here is the cadence. Week 1, locate leaks. Collect every statement, print or download, and enter everything into the 4 lanes. Identify daily crumbs. Start the recovery envelope and seed it with the first cancellations and avoided spends. Week 2, renegotiate and cancel. Core providers ask for lower rates. Move due dates to align with payday. Cancel what you don't use. Request fee reversals. Every win moves into recovery. Week 3, optimize and automate. Set automatic transfers on payday into recovery. Automate minimums to kill late fees. Batch cook 2 days. Schedule fuel runs. Pre-plan shopping lists. Tighten the variable lane with limits. Week 4, deploy. Take the recovery pile and assign it with purpose. Debt payoff, emergency buffer, and the property fund. Example, 50% to attack the ugliest debt. 30% to emergency savings until 1 month of expenses is built. 20% to the land fund. Adjust as needed. But deploy on a date, not a dream. Don't get quiet. Smile. This is not hard, it's holy. Money is a servant. Servants obey checklists. Put the scoreboard on your wall, your fridge, your phone. Speak to it daily. Count the crumbs. Celebrate the recoveries. And watch capacity invite supply. Managers track. Managers recover. Managers reign. Write this down. Pick up every crumb. Jesus multiplied bread, then commanded, gather the fragments that nothing be wasted. Miracles fed them. Management trained them. Crumbs are not crumbs when they repeat. A crumb a day becomes a loaf a month and a bakery a year. Don't get quiet. Smile. The devil didn't take your lunch. DoorDash did. Waste is not small. It is multiplied behavior. And we are about to reverse the multiplication. Hidden place number 1, food leakage. Lunch lines are poverty pipelines. You call it a break, your account calls it a breach. $14 for lunch. 5 days, $70 a week. $300 a month. $3,600 a year. And that's before the delivery fees, the tips you feel guilty about, and the wilted spinach funeral in your fridge every Saturday. Some of your refrigerators are museums exhibits titled Good Intentions, Bad Management. Write this down. Cluttered kitchens create expensive takeout. For 30 days, bag your lunch. Not 1 day 30. Batch cook, 2 proteins, 1 grain, 1 pot of soup, wash fruit, portion snacks, water bottle filled the night before, coffee from home. Put the $10 you would have spent each workday into the recovery envelope on your counter before you leave. Touch it, name it. That is recovered cash, not imagined savings. Meal plan, 5 simple dinners. Repeat them and celebrate boredom. Variety is for restaurants. Rhythm is for managers. Hidden place number 2, convenience fees. The tax you pay for not planning. Out of network ATM fees, $3.50 here, $4 there. 4 times a month is $16. 12 months is $192. That's a weekend getaway hiding in laziness. Rush shipping, $19.99 because you waited 2 days to buy a gift you knew about 2 weeks. Surcharges, service fees, processing, convenience, they are nicknames for you didn't manage. Write this down. Institute a 24-hour rule for every non-essential. If it's not food, fuel, medicine, or a bill, wait 1 day. Turn off 1 click. Remove save cards from shopping apps. If you still want it after 24 hours, price check, pick up in store, and if it doesn't align with the plan, it doesn't get your cash. Every fee avoided, move that exact amount to recovery and log it in the scoreboard's 4th lane the same day. Hidden place number 3, impulse micro spends. $3, $7, $12, the quiet assassins, the snack at the register, the energy drink, the only today digital add-on. Do the math. $5 a day is $150 a month. 2 of you doing it is $300. That's a bill paid or seed for the emergency buffer. $12 3 times a week is $36. 4 weeks, $144. Write this down. Micro turns into macro when it repeats. Declare a 30-day micro freeze. Every time you feel the itch, transfer the exact amount to the recovery account before the itch becomes a tap. That transfer is your new dopamine. Action drill tonight. Clean the kitchen, clear the counter, throw out science projects posing as food. List what you already have: pantry, fridge, freezer. Plan 5 simple meals from that list. Boil eggs, cook rice and beans. Roast chicken and vegetables. Make a pot of soup. Prep a big salad. Label, date, and stack it. Put the grocery list on the fridge from your inventory, not your appetite. Tomorrow morning, pack lunch, fill the bottle, set your coffee timer, and place $10 into recovery before you walk out. Discipline is wealth's friend. Remember, crumbs are not crumbs when they repeat. Daily discipline turns waste into wealth, and tonight the drip becomes a deposit. Write this down. A recurring leak is a recurring theft. If it hits your account every month without your permission on paper, it is not a bill, it is a burglar with a key you gave them. Don't get quiet. Smile. Some of you are faithful to subscriptions you haven't used since last Christmas. You're loyal to Netflix, but disloyal to your future. Don't get quiet. Money is attracted to management, and recurring charges are the test that exposes managers from wishes. Hidden place number 4. Subscription, streaming, software, memberships, apps, boxes, clubs, pro versions that make you feel important but don't make you productive. Write this down. Every recurring charge must re-earn its place every 90 days. If it doesn't serve the plan, it doesn't survive the month. You are not rude, you are responsible. Pull the last 90 days of statements, bank and credit. Circle every merchant that repeats monthly or annually. Create a list, name, amount, billing, date, purpose, last usage date. If you cannot name the purpose in one sentence, the purpose is to take your money. Hidden place number 5, silent bills and billing errors, old insurance, add-ons you forgot, duplicate cloud storage on 2 platforms, antivirus on a laptop you gave away, device protection on a phone you no longer own, gym memberships you attend by imagination, channels inside channels, trials that never learn how to end. Write this down. Inactivity is a signal to cancel or pause, and errors are not fate, they are refundable. You don't beg, you manage. Here is the protocol. Schedule a 1-hour subscription courtroom tonight if possible, no later than day 3. Put it on the calendar. Everyone say schedule. Put your list on the table. Each line item stands trial. 4 possible verdicts: keep, downgrade, pause, cancel. Keep means it is mission critical and used weekly, market green. Downgrade means cut to the lowest tier that meets the actual need, market yellow with new price and start date. Pause means seasonal value. Put a resume date on the calendar and stop the draft now, market blue. Cancel means it does not serve the plan, market red, and call today. Add an expected monthly recovery column and total it at the bottom. That number goes straight to the recovery account as soon as confirmations arrive. Now the negotiation posture, write this down. You are not begging, you are managing. When you call, you are the board of directors of your life. Smile, be kind, be firm. Script. I'm reviewing my budget. What promotional rates are available? Can you match the competitor's price? Is there an annual plan discount? Can you waive this month's fee? I need late fees reversed and the due date aligned with my payday. Ask for auto pay or paperless discounts. Ask for loyalty rates without loyalty blindness. If they refuse, you walk. Managers don't marry merchants. Examples to prosecute. 2 cloud storages at $9.99 each. Pick one, save $10. Music service plus video bundle overlapping. Choose one, save $12. Streaming premium with no ads and you still watch ads on social. Drop to basic, save $6. Gym you haven't visited in 60 days, freeze or cancel, save $25, $50. Bank maintenance fee of $12, switch to a no-fee account or get it waived. Home insurance with roadside assistance while you already pay your auto club. Remove duplications. Internet modem rental at $14. Buy a compatible modem once and stop the monthly bleed. Add them $10 plus $12 plus $6 plus $40 plus $12 plus $8 plus $14 equals $102 a month. That's $1,224 a year recovered from silence. That's not a raise. That's repentance with receipts. Don't get religious, get receipts. Screenshot cancellations. Save emails in a bills confirmations folder. Update the scoreboard lane 4. Recoveries found and transfer the exact monthly savings into the recovery account the same day. Set calendar reminders 3 days before any trial ends. Install a quarterly subscription, courtroom 90 days from now, because managers audit, they don't assume. Say this out loud. Recurring leak, recurring theft, instant cut, instant recovery. Money respects order. When you make every draft stand before your gavel, your account will stop bleeding quietly and start breathing freely. Pick up these silent crumbs and you'll hear heaven whisper, now I can trust you with more. Write this down. Penalties are the invoice of poor management. Late fees, overdrafts, credit card interest, payday loan charges. These are not mysteries. They are the tax you pay for disorder. Don't get quiet. Smile. Banks don't hate you. They just love your chaos. And every time you ignore a due date, you tithe to their shareholders. Interest is eating your harvest while you sleep. This is not a money problem. It's an order problem. Define it clearly. Late fee, $25, $40 because you didn't tell your calendar the truth. Overdraft, $35 because you tried to spend money that had not yet arrived. 3 swipes, $105 gone before breakfast. Credit card interest, 24.99% because you borrowed to fund appetite and then forgot to send the payment on time. Payday loans, triple-digit APR because impatience hired a predator. Write this down. Disorder is expensive. Order is profitable. So we install anti-chaos systems now, not later. Number 1, auto pay the minimums on every debt and every critical bill. Minimums don't make you rich, but they keep you from being fined for being forgetful. Number 2, build a due date calendar that matches your payday. Call and move due dates to the week you get paid. If they refuse, move your payment to precede the draft. Managers move dates. Dates don't move managers. Number 3, set low balance alerts on your bank and cards. Text at $200 or at 20% of your usual spend. Your phone should preach, stop. You're about to pay a fine for being sloppy. Number 4, create a buffer. Label a category cushion and seed it with $100, $300 from your recovery this week. That cushion is cheaper than one overdraft. It is the shock absorber for life's potholes. Attack debt with intelligence. List every debt by interest rate, highest to lowest. That's your hit list. Pay the minimum on all, then take your recovered cash and aim it like a laser at number 1. When it dies, roll the same extra to number 2. Avalanche the rates until the mountain moves. While you attack, negotiate. Call card issuers. I'm reviewing my account. Are there promotional APRs available? Can you reduce my rate? If you've been on time recently, ask for a courtesy reduction. If not, your new on-time record starts today. And remember, auto pay minimums plus calendar equals no more late fee punishment. Let me show you the math. A $1,000 balance at 24.99% costs about $20, $25 a month in interest. Do nothing for a year and you fed $250 to disorder. Add $135 late fee and you just burned a week of groceries. 3 overdrafts in a weekend, $105. Write this down. You are not broke. You are being fined. Micro commitment for this week. Recover 1 fee. Pick 1 bank maintenance. Overdraft. Late charge. Call with dignity. Script. I've been reviewing my finances. I value this relationship. I had a lapse. I'm requesting a one-time courtesy reversal and the removal of future fees where possible. Be kind. Be firm. Pause. If the agent refuses, escalate politely. When it reverses, move that exact amount to the recovery and log it in lane 4. Recoveries found. Managers get receipts. By the end of this week, every minimum set to auto pay, due dates aligned, alerts active, cushion funded, 1 fee reversed, and your debt list posted on the fridge. Say it out loud. Money will not fine me for disorder anymore. When you organize your due dates and buffers, you stop paying interest as punishment. Order invites increase. Chaos invites penalties. Choose order. Write this down. Clutter is postponed money. There is a storehouse in your house. Don't get quiet. Smile. The prophet asked the widow, what do you have in your house? And the miracle started with an inventory. Your oil today is not in a jar, it's in a drawer. Your closet may be a bank you refuse to withdraw from. Asset thinking begins at home. Inventory converts clutter into capital. Hidden place number 7 is your unused items, electronics, furniture, designer pieces, tools, baby gear, hobby equipment, duplicate appliances. That treadmill that became a coat rack with a monthly guilt plan. If it's not used, it's not an heirloom, it's a hostage. Write this down. Stewardship is not only saving, it is circulating. Sell what you don't use, repair what you do, and stop duplicate buying. Dress and keep was the first assignment, maintenance and management. To keep is to maintain. To dress is to order. Some of you keep broken things and buy new ones because you won't repair the old. That's not prosperity, that's pride with a price tag. We're gonna run a 7-day sell list challenge. Tonight, walk your house with a clipboard or your phone and create a sell list. Target 12 items if you live alone, 20 if you're a couple, 30 if you have a family. Every room must testify of order by day 10. Assign zones. Day 1, closets and shoes. Day 2, electronics and cables. Day 3, kitchen gadgets and duplicates. Day 4, garage and tools. Day 5, furniture and decor. Day 6, kids, toys and gear. Day 7, storage bins and someday piles. Put names on zones. Your name isn't somebody. Children can sell too. 5 toys or books each. Don't look back. The one behind you needs to hear that the playroom is not a museum. Pricing rules managers price to move, not to mourn. Write this down. Speed over sentiment. Check sold listings. Price at 30-60% of current retail, depending on condition. Bundle small items. 3 for $15 moves faster than 3 lonely $6 posts. Clean it, photograph it in daylight, include measurements and the brand. Post locally, marketplace, neighborhood apps, consignment, wherever is safe and fast. Say it kindly, firm for 48 hours, then flexible. Your goal is conversion, not conversation. Maintenance mandate, repair what you intend to keep this quarter. A $10 vacuum belt saves a $200 replacement. A $25 knife set can be sharpened for $8 instead of buying again. Create one home inventory, shelf light bulbs, batteries, tape, filters, and stop buying duplicates because I couldn't find it. Write this down. Chaos hides what you already own. Order makes buying unnecessary. Family engagement turns this from cleaning to cash flow. Make it a game timer on 2 0-minute sprints. 3 bins per room. Keep, sell, donate, trash. The sell bin must produce 3 posts a night for 7 nights. When an item sells, do not celebrate with takeout. Smile, you are a manager. Every dollar of proceeds goes straight to the recovery envelope the same day cash counted. Zelle noted. Screenshot saved, lane 4 on the scoreboard updated, recoveries found. Let me show you how crumbs become a roll. Old phone, $120. Designer bag, you outgrew $60. Extra TV, $75. Baby swing, $45. Mixer, you used twice, $30. Tool set, duplicate, $40. 2 lamps, $25. Board games, $20. Total, $415 in 1 week without a raise. Apply it with purpose. 50% to the highest interest debt, 30% to the emergency buffer, 20% to the land fund. Do that for 4 weeks, and you've moved over $1,600 from your house to your future. Write this down. Assets underutilized are liabilities in disguise. Convert them. Say it out loud. Clutter is postponed money. Every room must testify of order by day 10. Your house is not a storage unit, it's a storehouse. Open the shelves, free the cash, and let your management invite more supply. Money is already in your life. It's waiting for a manager with a sell list and a deadline. Write this down. A manager does not accept the first price. Prices are suggestions. Contracts are conversations. Bills are negotiable. Don't get quiet. Smile. You don't need a raise. You need a recovery. And some of the fattest dollars are trapped in bad buying. Hidden place number 8 is overpaying. Insurance, phone plans, internet, utilities, bank fees, Management is not just canceling, it is renegotiating. Money responds to managers who make calls, not excuses. Create the call list. 3 companies, 3 calls, 1 hour. Circle them now. Number 1, insurance, auto, home, renters. Number 2, telecom, mobile, internet, cable. Number 3, bank, utility, checking account fees, electricity, gas. Script your mouth. I'm reviewing my budget today. What promotional rates can you offer? Can you match this competitor? Please remove all non-essential add-ons. Rewrite my policy with my current mileage and safety features. Pause. Let them work. Ask to speak to retention if necessary. You are not begging, you are managing. Insurance first. Write this down. Value is stewardship. Cheap without coverage is gambling. Ask for multi-policy and safe driver discounts. Remove duplications. Roadside assistance you already have through Auto Club. Rental car coverage when you work from home. Device protection on a phone you fully own. Ask to raise deductibles strategically $500 to $1,000. Can drop premiums only if your emergency buffer exists, because we don't trade premiums for panic. Re-rate based on reduced commute, defensive driving course, or install telematics. That's management, not magic. Telecom next. You don't need 5G to text K. Smile. Audit lines you're paying for but not using. Downgrade unlimited if your data proves you're average, or move to a lower cost carrier that rides the same towers. Remove insurance on devices past depreciation. Return rented equipment and buy your own compatible modem. Once stop the $14 monthly bleed. Negotiate your internet tier to which you actually use. Your emails don't need gigabit. Ask for auto pay, paperless discounts. If loyalty doesn't reward you, change your loyalty. Bank and utilities. Maintenance fee? No thank you. Convert to a no-fee account. Overdraft protection that protects the bank. Decline it. Utilities. Request budget billing, off-peak or time-of-use plans, and a free energy audit. Thermostat, 2 degrees. LEDs and ceiling drafts are stewardship. Not sexy, but they spend like a raise. Do the math. Insurance re-rate saves $28 a month. Phone plan shift saves $25. Internet tier drop plus equipment ownership saves $19. Bank fee waived saves $12. Total $84 month, $1,008 a year without a raise. Now write this down. Lock the recovery. The day the discount hits, set an automated transfer for that exact monthly savings into your recovery account. If it isn't automated, it evaporates into lifestyle. Update lane 4. Recoveries found and tag it negotiations. Establish a rhythm. Every 6-12 months, put contract review on your calendar. Managers revisit. Merchants rely on your forgetfulness. New rates appear. Competitors change. Life changes. Your contracts must obey your season. Before any big purchase, apply the law again. Cheap is not stewardship. Value is stewardship. Total cost of ownership, price per use, maintenance, warranty. You'll actually use buy right once, not wrong twice. Say it out loud. 3 companies, 3 calls, 1 hour. Negotiate, optimize, automate. Money is attracted to management. When you stop accepting first prices, recovery walks through the front door with his shoes on. Write this down. Time is a currency. If you waste it, you bankrupt your future. Don't get quiet. Smile. Some of you are negotiating your bills, but donating your evenings to strangers on a screen. You say you're broke while you fund the entertainment industry with your attention. That is not a money problem. That is a management problem. Hidden place number 9 is unmanaged time, scrolling, drifting, binging without borders. If you wouldn't hand your wallet to a random influencer, why do you hand them 3 hours every night? Stop praying for a door and refusing to turn the handle deployment is your handle. Identity shift. Everyone say employed, then say deployed. From 9-5, you are employed. From 5-12, you are deployed. That doesn't mean you work 7 hours straight every night. It means your after hours are under assignment. Managers don't see how it feels. Managers set orders. Write this down. Entertainment is a reward, not a routine. No dessert before dinner. Your show starts after your shift with your destiny. Time tithe. A day has 24 hours. A tithe is 2 hours and 24 minutes. Aim there, grow there. But for the next 30 days, we will install 60, 90 minutes a day as your deployment block. Same hour, same chair, same ritual. Phone on airplane, Wi-Fi off if possible, notifications silenced. If the house isn't on fire, it can wait. Put it on the calendar titled Deployment, not maybe. Appointments with your future are not suggestions. Choose one, deployment, track one. Write this down. Focus multiplies, scattering divides. Pick a monetizable skill or assignment. Sales and prospecting calls, bookkeeping and invoicing cleanup for a side gig, freelancing, editing, design, writing, tutoring, certification modules that upgrade your pay, or pure recovery administration, posting items to sell, negotiating bills, building your budget automations. For 30 days, 60, 90 minutes daily, you will advance one path to a measurable output. Here is the 3 0-day deployment plan. Week 1, orient and prepare. Choose the track, gather tools, set your scripts, build your list, create templates, invoice template, outreach email, proposal doc, simple rate card. Post 2 portfolio samples or case studies. Even if self-initiated, demonstrate competence. Week 2, produce and publish. 5 outbound proposals or calls per day, minimum. List 3 items for sale per night if your track is liquidation. Complete 1 lesson or module per session if training. Outputs, not opinions. Week 3, monetize and optimize. Open your payment rails, PayPal, Stripe, price to move, deliver 1 quick win project, request a testimonial within 24 hours, and raise your daily outreach to 7. Install a micro SOP, plan tomorrow's targets at the end of today's block. Week 4, scale and stabilize. Batch similar tasks, tighten your scripts, set 2 standing client calls a week, and schedule a weekly review of metrics. Proposals sent, replies, closes, dollars recovered or earned, whatever repeats, improves. Connected to recovery, unmanaged time will collapse your money systems. You miss the nightly ledger, you stop listing items, you skip the calls, and the leaks reopen. Write this down. Discipline after hours turns into financial power. Your scoreboard wants a steward, not a spectator. Humor me for one jab, your thumbs are very talented. They have PhDs in scrolling. Put them to work dialing, typing proposals, posting inventory. You watched the whole season last month. Your resume watched you. Not again. Block 90 minutes, 1-0, minute warm-up, review goals, set targets, 60 minutes, deep work, produce, call, learn, or sell. 20 minutes close out, log outputs, schedule tomorrow. Transfer any earnings to recovery. That is 90 minutes that pays you twice now in cash, later in capacity. Set boundaries. Tell the family your deployment window. Invite them to guard it. 1 Sabbath for rest. Managers rest on purpose, not by accident. If you slip, reset the next hour, not next week. Log your streak on the scoreboard. 30 check marks in 30 days. Say it out loud. If I recover my time, I recover my money. From 9-5 employed, from 5-12 deployed. Stop staring at doors, turn the handle. Deployment makes your evenings engines, and engines pull legacies. Money is already in your life. It is waiting for a manager to show up after dinner. Write this down. Recovery is incomplete until it becomes a system that funds your future and builds legacy. Hidden place number 10 is the future you don't fund. Don't get quiet, smile. Most of what you call an emergency is a scheduled event that you refuse to respect. Christmas is not an emergency. It arrives like clockwork. Tires are not demons. They are rubber profits after 40,000 miles. Insurance premiums are annual, not angelic. When you do not fund the future, you finance it at 24.99% and call it spiritual warfare. That's not a devil, that's disorder. Money is attracted to management. So we build buffers. Write this down. The first wall is the emergency starter, $500 to $1,000. Not next year, this month from recoveries you are already unlocking. Name the account, emergency do not touch. If you can touch it for brunch, it is not a buffer, it is a biscuit. That cushion is cheaper than one overdraft and kinder than one payday loan. Funnel every canceled subscription, every negotiated discount, every marketplace sale straight into that wall until it stands at full height. This is not wealth, this is weatherproofing. Storms don't make managers, storms reveal them. Next, we install sinking funds. Definition, write it down. A sinking fund is money that sinks into the expense before the expense rises against you. Create buckets for the usual suspects: car repairs and tires, holidays and gifts, annual premiums and renewals, medical deductible, back to school, travel, if travel is in your plan. Smile birthdays are not surprises. They are on the same date every year. Decide the yearly number, divide by 12, and automate that amount weekly. $600 for tires becomes $50. Month, $1,200 for holidays becomes $100 month. $480 for insurance renewal becomes $40 month. Put them in one savings account with labeled sub-ledgers or separate accounts named by assignment. The calendar is your profit. Listen to it. Now, the spirit of legacy. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. You are not wealthy because you earn. You are wealthy because you own and manage. Write this down. Begin a land and legacy fund today, even if it grows at $10 a week. Land is the only estate that is real. Everything else rusts, rots, or runs. Your recovery is not for sneakers, it is for soil. While you pay down high interest debt and seed your emergency wall, you also open a small pipe to the future every week. Non-negotiable. Managers build 2 walls at once: defense buffers and offense ownership. Order your flows. Here is a simple cadence. Until the emergency wall hits $1,000, send 70% of all recoveries there, 20% to sinking funds, 10% to land and legacy. When the wall is built, reassign 50% to the highest interest debt, 30% to sinking funds, 20% to land and legacy. If you are a giver and managers are set your giving plan as a first line item, not a leftover. Seed determines future. Savings defends it. Land anchors it. God will never give you what you pray for, only what you can manage. First step before you sleep: open 3 dedicated savings accounts online in 10 minutes and name them exactly: emergency do not touch, sinking assigned, land and legacy. Tomorrow, automate a weekly transfer from your recovered cash flow every Friday, same time, same amount, even if it's $15 to each. Automation is Lord over emotion. Add a lane on your scoreboard titled Future Funded and write the weekly target. When the transfer hits, check the box. Managers celebrate systems, not impulses. Say it out loud. Money will not bully my tomorrow. My system will fund it. Recovery that doesn't fund the future is just a pause between crises. But when you build buffers and aim at land, your money stops escaping you and starts obeying you. That is legacy. That is management. And heaven trusts managers. Write this down. A recovery is not a sermon, it is a schedule. Deadlines turn intention into increase. The calendar is your profit. Listen to it. For the next 30 days, we march week by week, date by date. No guesswork, no vibes, just orders. Week 1, locate. The enemy can't hide from measurement. Day 1, pull the last 90 days of bank and card statements. Name your scoreboard lanes and open your 3 accounts. If you have an emergency, do not touch. Sinking assigned. Land and legacy. Day 2, begin the daily ledger. Every dollar reports by sundown. Start crumb discipline. Make coffee at home. Pack lunch, water bottle with you, and pick up every crumb. Day 3, list every recurring charge, name, amount, billing date, purpose, last usage. Day 4, map due dates versus payday. Highlight conflicts. Day 5, implement a simple meal plan. 3 repeatable dinners, 1 leftovers night, 1 cheap treat shop with a list. not with feelings. Day 6, walk the house and build your sell list. Target 12, 20, or 30 items depending on your household. Day 7, first board meeting, 15 minutes, post totals on the fridge, dollars located, crumbs recovered, items to sell. Target recovery this week, $50, $200 from crumbs, cancellations in progress, and first sales. Don't get quiet, smile. Your show is not your supervisor, your calendar is. Week 2, cut and negotiate. Day 8, subscription, courtroom, keep, downgrade, pause, cancel, issue verdicts, and set the expected monthly recovery. Day 9, call for billing corrections and 1 fee reversal, screenshot receipts, deposit recovered amounts into the recovery account the same day. Day 10, negotiate big bills, insurance, re-rate telecom plan, internet tier, ask for promotions, remove add-ons, return rented equipment. Day 11, auto pay minimums on every debt and essential bill. Due dates align to payday. Day 12, update the ledger and scoreboard, create a negotiations tag, set automated transfers equal to monthly savings so they don't evaporate into lifestyle. Day 13, list 3 items for sale, close 1 sale. Day 14, board meeting report monthly, savings lock, 1 fee reverse, items sold. Managers don't hide reports. Week 3, stabilize. Day 15, see the emergency wall from your recoveries, $100, $300 this week. Day 16, set low balance and bill reminder alerts. Label 1, pay the bill or pay a fine. Day 17, implement your meal system fully. Batch cook, pre-portion, no impulse delivery without a plan. Day 18, second wave of listings, 3 posts per night, price to move. Day 19, follow-up calls on any pending credits, requests, due date changes you missed. Day 20, create the cushion category and keep it funded. Overdrafts and late fees drop to near 0. Day 21, board meeting post buffer total. Penalty exposure this week should be 0. Items sold and monthly savings on track. If it isn't on the wall, it isn't in the world. Week 4, deploy. Day 22, choose to target highest interest debt or finishing the emergency wall. Aim every recovered dollar like a laser. Day 23, automate weekly transfers to sinking assign. Set amounts for tires, holidays, premiums. Day 24, automate land and legacy no matter how small because soil waits for stewards. Day 25, schedule your deployment blocks for the next 30 days. 1 track, measurable output, your evenings on assignment. Day 26, make your first extra debt payment or complete the emergency wall. Log it with joy, not desert. Day 27, define 190. Day legacy goal, amount to save, property to scout, cost to complete. Write the first step on the calendar this week. Day 28, board meeting published to the fridge. Total recovered, debts reduced, buffer status, automations active, 90, day legacy goal name. Non-negotiables, daily ledger before bed, 3 weekly listings until the sell list is empty. Sunday board meeting with yourself or spouse. Numbers posted publicly in your house. Say it out loud. Deadlines turn intention into increase. Money is already in your life. Put it on a schedule and it will start obeying you. Write this down. Money follows order. Not prayer alone. Not hustle alone. Order. When you become a manager, money stops escaping you and starts obeying you. Don't get quiet. Smile. Tonight is not a benediction. It is a commission. Rapid fire so you never forget the map. Hidden place number 1, crumbs and food. Number 2, convenience. Number 3, micro spending. Crumbs aren't crumbs when they repeat, pick up every crumb. Number 4, subscriptions. Number 5, silent bills. A recurring leak is a recurring theft. Number 6, interest and penalties, the tax of disorder. Number 7, the storehouse in your house, clutter as postponed money. Number 8, the cost of bad buying. Negotiate, optimize, don't accept the first price. Number 9, time leakage, from 9-5 employed, from 5-12 deployed. Number 10, the future you don't fund. Build the wall, seed the sinking funds, aim at land and legacy. Say them with me: crumbs, subscriptions, penalties, storehouse, bad buying, time, future. Lock it in your head so your hands can obey. Now, a warning: relapse is real. Lifestyle creep is a thief in a suit. It smiles while it steals. The moment you cancel a bill, your appetite will audition for the role of replacement. Not today. Keep the recovery envelope and the scoreboard visible until your systems are muscle memory. 90 days minimum. If it's not on the wall, it isn't in the world. Automate the transfers equal to your savings so they don't evaporate into dessert. Your increase is not for sneakers, it is for systems. Identity check. You are not broke, you are becoming a manager. God will never give you what you pray for, only what you can manage. Heaven protected resources from bad managers then. Heaven protects resources from bad managers now. But when you prove faithful over little, measured, reported, repeated supply finds you. Money is attracted to management. Miracles cancel management. We are retiring from miracle dependence and graduating into stewardship. Here is my challenge. Within 30 days, share one recovery number publicly on your fridge or privately with a trusted partner. This month I recovered $312. Light loves truth. Truth grows treasure. Then set the next 90-day target tonight. Either reduce your highest interest debt by a specific amount, complete the emergency wall and extend it, or seed a property deposit $500, each send million. $2,500, choose a number and put it on the calendar. Add one line under land and legacy. Address to scout. Class to take, meeting to schedule, then work the plan. Managers don't wish, managers schedule. Raise your voice like a manager. Say it. I will manage, I will measure, I will recover, I will build legacy. Again, louder. I will manage, I will measure, I will recover, I will build legacy. Now whisper to your own soul, money will obey me because I walk in order. Go home, guard the recovery, multiply the recovery, and report the recovery. The calendar is your prophet. The scoreboard is your witness. Your habits are your harvest. You don't need a raise, you need a recovery. And now you have your orders.